Welcome to chapter 50 of our center for tonight's game between the Bobcats of Oyster and the Falcons of Bo. Now for your starting lineups. First, for the visitors from Bo, in the left wing, junior number 20, Adam Lackey. At center, junior number 12, Ethan Barrett. At right wing, junior number 14, Sean Adler. At defense, junior number 9, Gavin
Welcome to the Whittemore Center for tonight's matchup between the Oyster Bobcats and the Bow Falcons. This is one of the crossover games for the Bobcats. Bobcats sitting in Division 2, Bow sitting in Division 1. Bow's 1-7 for the season so far, and the Bobcats are sitting fourth at 5-2. Being a crossover game, it gives the Bobcats an opportunity to get an extra point with a win by playing an opponent in a higher division. No risk here for Bow. They don't have no risk at losing more points if they're unable to win, but advantage for the Bobcats if they can pull this out. Getting ready for the drop. It'll be Levesque that'll take the face-off here. Falcons win the face-off, get it into the zone, but the Bobcats will take possession. Back behind the net is DeRosa. He'll reverse the ice back to the near side. Get picked up by Levesque, centering, but he'll give it back up to Bow. Go behind the net, comes up to the near wall. Bow hasn't been able to clear it. The Bobcats forecheck. Walsh with it. That's a goal for the Bobcats. Backhand by Walsh up over the goalie's glove. And the Bobcats are first on the board. One shot, one goal for the Bobcats. Great way to start. Face-off won by the Bobcats. Back up to Abbott. Falcons will get that puck deep. Marches back for it. He'll rim around the boards out, clear the zone. Here comes Dirksmeyer. Gets some position. There's a shot, and that'll be a save. High pace right off the hip here. Dirksmeyer wins that face-off back. Slides past Abbott. Abbott to March. Back to Abbott. Go off Dirksmeyer. That's Swiss with it. Swiss back in action. Being out for a couple games. And give it up at the blue line. And get dumped in by the Falcons. March sends it up the wall. And that's going to be out of play. Oh, 6 foot. What? Oh. Jack wins that puck back. That'll be DeRosa with it. Sent back in by Levesque. DeRosa will pick it up, send it up to Walsh on the half wall, trying to center it, but Bow intercepts it. Sends it along the glass behind the net. Balt with it. Gets it out to Walsh. Walsh will center it. Winans over to Levesque. Levesque on the far side takes it into the zone. Cuts in. Shot. Save. So Larry in net for the Falcons. Number 31. Face-off won or tied up by the Bobcats, but a shot wide of the net by Walsh. Puck's going to go all the way around the boards. Galt able to keep that in. Walsh down low, centering to Levesque. Levesque behind the net with it. Hit it up past the hash mark, sends it across the high slot. DeRosa's able to pick it up, but they'll reset. DeRosa over to Galt. Galt back to DeRosa. DeRosa hits Levesque. He'll tip it in. Falcons will pick that up as the Bobcats go on change, and that'll be an offsides. Face-off one forward. The Falcons will pick it up, exit the zone with a stretch pass. They're going to wave off any icing. Back for his march in the corner. Falcons gains possession, but send it back into the neutral zone. They'll regroup with it. Cutting back, loses an edge. Forecheck here by Balbona. They're tied up. Swiss for support. Back into the corner. Abbott comes down the wall, keeps that puck in. And the Falcons will clear the zone. Get into the offensive zone of the Dirksmeyer, able to regroup with it, but gets spun around. Falcons still with it in the crease. Swiss will grab it. Feed Balbona coming through the neutral zone. He chips it in. Off the wall, centering, and covered up for a save. Puck was on the side of the net. And there he dives around to cover that up and get the whistle. Falcons will get that puck into the neutral zone. Galt will throw it right back in. Rosa coming down the wall quickly. Gains possession of the puck. Out to the point. That's the goal. Galt with a shot tipped up off the glass. That puck will get into the neutral zone by the Falcons. That puck's down low behind the net. Galt picks it up with speed. He gets through the zone and gains the mid-ice and dumps it in just wide of the net. O'Leary down to try to glove it. Coming into the zone was DeRosa. Good save there by O'Leary. Here come the Falcons. Centering pass is intercepted. DeRosa with it, but he'll lose it. Turns it over. The Falcons on the attack. Puck is out front, and that's going to be a goal for the Falcons off the rebound. Falcons will tie it up. Like number 7 for the Falcons. So tied game.
It's 1-1, just like that.
Dirksmeyer with the face-off. The Falcons will come away with it into the zone. Leaving it behind. Shot wide of the net. Payette from St. Pierre, I believe, was the goal and assist. Payette, number 7, and St. Pierre with the assist. Puck back behind the net of the Bobcats. Falcons will come away with it. Out to the point, back down the mid-wall. Tries to feed it back to the point, intercepted by Swiss. Tipped in by Bellabona. Will come down along the wall. Bellabona will send it behind the net. Dirksmeyer gives chase to get it. Falcons come away with that puck. They'll stretch it through the neutral zone. Get it low, and it looks like the Bobcats are getting a penalty here. We'll see who that's on. So it looks like Dirksmeyer with the penalty there. We can confirm that's a 2-minute minor. Waiting for it to come up on the clock. So that was a penalty. Contact to the head. So the Bobcats will be on the penalty kill here. DeRosa along the near wall. Puck is sent out of play. We're getting an end zone face-off again. Face-off won by the Falcons, but don't get a clean pass. Levesque chips it in. Falcons gather it back up in their own zone. Back behind the net. Falcons will set it up. To the far side. Come back to the near side. Into the zone. Clean entry. Send it back behind the net. To the far corner. Back out to the point. And pass misses the D-to-D pass, so the Falcons will regroup. Falcons struggling to get a clean entry. They do. In the shot. That's a shot in the goal. High slot shot. And the Falcons go up by 1. Like number 17 here for the Falcons. The Falcons are up by 1. 2-1 here in the first. 8:16 left. The first period. Snowski for the goal, I believe. Falcons put that puck in. Sounds like Larity for the assist. I don't know if there was another one on that. 17 with the goal. Puck comes out to the point. Abbott keeps that puck in. And the Bobcats will take it out of the zone. Dump it back in while they clear. Picked up by the Falcons behind the net over to the far wall. Back behind the net. Puck still loose. He rimmed back around by the Falcons to the far side and back behind their net. And cleanly handling the passes. Bowen picks it up off the wall, feeds it across to Swiss just through the slot. Swiss sends it back behind the net. That puck's going to be loose out front. Falcons get it back behind out of the net. And clear the zone. Here come the Falcons, send it in behind the net. Swiss coming down the wall to pick that up. Back behind his net along the near wall. He'll exit Bobcat zone and get into Falcon zone. Gets a shot, save. Back out to the boards. That out front comes to high slot, shot and save. Bobcats are definitely getting more scoring opportunities, but I'd say obviously the Falcons have done everything they can with the few they've gotten. Thundering pass is knocked to the wall by the Falcons. DeRosa coming down the boards to keep that in play. Centering, bouncing puck through the slot. Bob throws that puck back in. Forecheck by the Bobcats, trying to get it back. Walsh attacking on the far side. Falcons are offside, so they'll have to reset as Bobcats regroup with it. Still off. Bobcats exit the zone with it. Send it behind the net. Falcons reverse the ice. Back to the far side, and they'll come up the middle. Intercepted by Bellabona. That's a great shot. Good save. And that'll be cleared by the Falcons. No icing. Bobcats will tip it in as they go on the change. Falcons will keep it behind the goal line until they get set up. Just stretching it down the middle. March intercepts that puck. Dumps it in. Bellabona goes hunting for it. Falcons keep it away. Wheeler coming in to keep that puck in play. Battling along the boards. Wheeler with it. Puck pops out. Swiss with it. Picked up by March. Sent up to the point. That's Abbott with it. Abbott centering. Abbott to the far corner with it. We'll send it behind the net. Wheeler back for it. Falcons will come away with it. Send it off the glass. The Swiss will capture it. Feed it back to March. Shot is in the air. And Falcons will take it out of the zone. They'll gain entry to the Bobcat zone. But give the puck back. It's going to get into the zone. Swiss with it. It's got space. Too many. There's going to be a penalty coming here for the Falcons.
Yes, good call. We got both guys right on there. Oh, man. We could have...
I'd say that'll be 16 for Bo.
Yeah, on a hooking call. 4-14.
On a hooking call here. Bobcats on the power play. Just over 4 minutes left in the first period. Bobcats down by 1. March able to keep that puck in the zone. Sends it to the far side. Low shot. Good save. Falcons stretch that. Get into the zone. The shot over the pipe. Galt with it. Back behind the net. It's going to get sent up past Bellabona. Bobcats turn that over and get sent in by the Falcons. Here comes Levesque with it. Cleanly through the neutral zone. He leaves it behind. Gets it back from Bellabona. Across the middle. And the Falcons clear the zone. On the near side to Galt. Galt protects the puck. He'll curl back around. Now come up to March. March enters the zone, feeds it back to Bellabona. Bellabona across the middle to Levesque. That gets through the traffic. Back behind the net. Gives it to Bellabona. Across the top. Feeds it over to Galt. Galt will send it diagonally. Nobody home. And Falcons will clear it. They got 2-on-1. And great save. Falcons had a great short-handed opportunity there. Klein able to keep that puck from getting too close. DeRosa will keep that puck in, down low, and even strength now. See some good opportunities there by the Bobcats, but unable to capitalize. Bo had a great opportunity with a 2-on-1 going the other way.
This is why you're here at FC Sport. You get to see the best hockey players right here. Come on, right here.
There's a whistle on the face-off.
Absolutely. It's so hard to fight because it's like dealing with low ceiling, you're dealing with, you got to have the board tucked under.
Face-off one forward, but the Falcons will get possession, send it out to the point. Abbott sends it back down to Swiss behind the net. Swiss will send it back behind the net. Wheeler there. Falcons will center, come out of the zone with it. And again, the game plan is clear for the Falcons. Get behind the D and stretch those passes. It's an icing that time.
And that's what you just go with it. You just go with it. You just go with it.
Hasn't been able to effectively get a stick on those pucks as they're passing by.
Exactly. You're doing great right now.
They've got a lot of speed. Marksmeyer one's out to Wheeler, back over to DeRosa with a shot. And getting bounced off the glass. Galt comes down the wall to keep it in. Gets it to Swiss. Swiss centering. DeRosa will pick it up. Takes out his own player sliding from Bo. And there's a shot. Save. Off the wall. It's another shot. And nobody knows where the puck is. Out of play.
Yeah, Jerome gets a nice souvenir right there. We're going to hear it
right after the game. They always do the. That's the one thing we love about, of course, for the Bobcats broadcasters down there. They so awesome.
Face-off won by the Bobcats, but Falcons come away with it, get it into the zone, foot race for it. Galt will pick it up, bounce it off the near wall. Walsh back for it, feeds back to DeRosa, turns over to the Falcons. That's going to be a penalty on Bo. Nope, that's going to go on Bo. Number 20 for a high stick. I believe it was on Galt behind the net.
Yeah, I saw the goaltender leaving, and I'm going like, where's he going?
So high sticking on Bo. Under a minute left here in the first, so the Bobcats will begin the second period with a power play, unless, of course, they're able to score in this last minute. Puck's going to be up off the netting again. We'll have another face-off here. Bobcats down by 1 after getting on the board first. O'Kane back quickly. Comes out to the point. Galt will send it wide. Shot deflected. Comes back near side to Galt. Galt will curl around with it. Feeds it to the middle. That's March. March will send it or take it down low behind the net. Centering. No Bobcats there. Coming back to Galt on the near side. Oh, we'll send it on the hash mark to Levesque, and there's going to be a shot save.
Yeah, I saw that move coming. Oh, man, he squared him up really good. I mean, it's your brother.
Couple ticks over 10 seconds left here in the first period.
I'm pretty sure you would have done the same thing.
Our play for the Bobcats.
Your brother's going to be listening to this and going like, hey, wait a minute. What's going on? Yeah. 11
Falcons with the puck below the goal line, and they're going to send it all the way down. Back for it will be March. And that is going to pretty much do it for the period. And we will see in the second period if the Bobcats can get one in with about a minute left on the power play. We'll see you after intermission. Welcome back to the second period here. Bobcats trailing by 1, but a little over a minute left on a power play opportunity. See what they can do with it. March picks up that puck, will feather it into the zone. And here come the Falcons on a tip out of the zone. Number 12 carries it in. Shot saved by Klein. Effect with it here in the neutral zone. Malabona will get it into the zone. March gives chase into the corner behind the net. Battling for it in the far corner. Winans comes away with it. Send it out to the point. Galt with a shot. Save. Pass from Bellabona gets past Galt. Bobcats will have to reset. Galt will gather that up below the goal line. Going to burn some time off this clock. And pass missed. Here comes the Falcons. And they're off the penalty. So even strength. Pass down below the goal. Falcons looking to sustain some sort of attack. We've got 3 shots on net and 2 goals, so they have not spent much time in the offensive zone attacking. Bobcats will chip it in. Bellabona down the wall here. Abbott with it centers. And Bobcats unable to get anything on it. There's a shot. It's going to be a goal from the point. And that looks like Dirksmeyer gets that in. Meyer with the tying goal for the Bobcats. Wheeler with it back behind the net. Centering pass from Wheeler. Ultimately gets on Swiss's stick for a shot. Shot from DeRosa goes wide. Swiss with along the wall. Falcons will come away with it. And we chip it past DeRosa. Abbott back behind the net. And tangled up, getting support from Dirksmeyer. Abbott comes away with it behind the net. Feather it up the wall past Swiss. The Falcons will send it back in. Abbott back behind the net with it. Centers it. Intercepted by the Falcons. And here come the Bobcats out of the zone. Swiss with it. Most of the team will go for a change. Support by Wheeler. Rosa coming down the boards. Falcons take it away. Into the neutral zone. Shot. Tipped high onto the glass. Wheeler's going to send it down for an icing. 2-2 here in the second.
Let's see. Any.
Bobcats with the puck. They'll be able to exit the zone off that face-off. There's a shot and save. Walsh hurled in and got a shot off. O'Leary able to swallow that up. Falcons win the face-off to get out of the zone, crawling back around, come back to the near side. Leave the puck right out there. There's a shot by Galt off the post. Galt's gonna send that in. He's over the center line here. Falcons try to send it right out of the zone. Bobcat to put it right back in. Winans back behind the net. Falcons get into the neutral zone. They give up the puck to the Bobcats. Bobcats to the neutral zone. There's Levesque with it. Puck still loose, and Bobcats will give it up to the Falcons. Centering puck by the Falcons is given back to the Bobcats. Bobcats will give it right back. A loose puck in the neutral zone. And the Falcons will rim it around to the far side. Win the foot race there, but give it up to Abbott. Abbott sends it around. There's a puck out front. Puck is loose and gets pushed out to the wall. Several shots there by the Falcons. And here comes the Bobcats. Shot saved. That was by Swiss. He turns around, sends it to the far side. Alabama with the puck on the wall. Shot sent above the net. And the Falcons will exit the zone with it. Abbott turns around to gather up the puck, sends it over to March. March centers it. Gets fed up to Swiss through the neutral zone. Shot saved. And covered up by O'Leary.
And the Bobcats sitting up
Back and forth here in the second period. Falcons able to get the puck out of the zone on the faceoff. Chip it in. Battling along the walls. Falcons will still have it. They'll center. Dot off Winans will get deflected back into the Falcon zone. They'll gather it up. Trying to give it back to the Bobcats. Back behind the net. Falcons will try again. And they'll send a pass over to the near side. They get it into the zone. There's a shot. That's going to be a net. A goal off a deflection. So did not think that was going in. Looks like number 2 for Bo to go ahead 3-2. Did not think that was anywhere near going in, and at the last second goes off the defender and tips in. Face off won by Bo. And the Falcons back on the attack. Shot saved by Klein. And come up to the far wall, and Falcons still got it. Bobcats finally able to get it out of the zone here. They'll put a shot into the corner. I should say dump it into the corner. And Swiss down low, support by Dirksmeyer and Bellabona. Dirksmeyer will come away with it below the goal line. Pushes up the wall to March. March sends it back down off the side of the pipe. Swiss with it at the top of the circle. High slot, feeds it back. Shot. Doesn't make its way through. Back behind the net, centered. And the Falcons will chip it in past Abbott. March gets back for it. Back behind the net. Comes out with some speed. Got a little bit of space. And the Falcons chip it back into the zone. Abbott will send it down to Bellabona. Bobcats go on the change while the Falcons regroup. Falcons get in the zone on the far side. Clean entry. Send it back behind the net. March is there, so we'll give it up. March sends it wide. Comes back on the near sides to Winans. Winans with a shot off the back glass. Falcons gather the puck up. Come up the middle. Dangerous coming up the slot. Puck gets kicked in, but the Bobcats will reverse it, transition back on offense. Get flipped in by Levesque. Falcons are the first one there. Falcons send it wide. Winans getting there. Falcons got there first, though, but it was close. Passed by the Falcons. Give it back up. There comes Walsh with a shot. That'll be a save and a cover. Good cover by O'Leary. The Falcons. Dirksmeyer wins it to the corner. Digs it out of the corner, centers it, but the Falcons pick that off through the neutral zone. And shovel that into the zone. Galt back with it, bounces it around to DeRosa. DeRosa sends it back to Galt. Galt back up to Swiss. Loses it in a skate. Galt's back to pick it up. He flips that up to Walsh. It's going to be a save by O'Leary. All right, that was Dirksmeyer. Bellabona with a shot. Save. Centers are kicked out of the dot. Bellabona wins that back, gets a shot. It's deflected wide here. Puck's lost out front. Swiss checked off the puck. Puck will get chipped past Abbott. It's a foot race for it. The players get there at the same time. The Falcons with the puck. Looking to center it. Gets sent out to the point. D to D. That puck came out of zone, but no call. And that's off the glass. The Bo got away with one on that. Two, 3, Bo leading late into the second. Bo with a shot, deflects wide of the net. Puck into the neutral zone. Bellabona with it. Feeds it down the middle. And the puck doesn't quite connect. Falcons are able to come the other way into the zone. Shot deflects wide behind the net. Rimmed around. March down below the goal line, battling for it. Gets support by Dirksmeyer. Bellabona supporting it. Tries to flip it out, but it's defended. Bellabona tries to stretch the pass. That's going to be a shot on net. Here come the Falcons. Pass goes out of the zone. And the Falcons will get it back into the Bobcat zone. Have it over to DeRosa. DeRosa up the far wall. Mid-ice gets taken down. There's going to be a penalty coming for Bo. And that's going to be a hold on Bo. Number 22.
For sport, you should have heard Scott Solak. He did amazing out on that reading. Because
That's going to be a goal for the Bobcats. Shot from DeRosa, but tipped in by Dirksmeyer. Bobcats on the power play for 7 seconds, and they'll tie it up. That should be Dirksmeyer on that goal. Assist from DeRosa. We'll hear the official announcement. Face off won by the Bobcats.
in this draw.
So Dirksmeyer from DeRosa. Face-off won again by the Bobcats, but the Falcons intercept. Puck will get back into the neutral zone. Falcons gather it up. Possession in the neutral zone. They'll gain the offensive zone. Morrison chips it out to the wall. Falcons pick it up. Shot. It's going to be a save. Fine for a good save here. Tied 3-3. Back half of the second. Falcons with it, sending it up to the point. There's a shot, deflects. Abbott gets it back to the wall. Bellabona here on the half wall, centers it. Swiss picks it up, will take it wide into the zone. He's got Dirksmeyer coming down the middle, shot and save. Dirksmeyer will take the face off here with Bellabona. Bellabona right behind Dirksmeyer. Comes back out to him. He gets a shot. And Falcons will come out of the zone with it. There's a shot. Loose and safe. Minute 17 left in the second. Tie game 3-3. Abbott with it back behind of the net. Falcons will take it. Shot. Great save by Klein.
Yeah, that's what the Silversworth Bearcats have right now. Messier and Strom, yeah.
That's just one thing. Great stuff does have. Always well, every team that has one thing.
Face off won by Dirksmeyer to the corner. Billabona chips it up. That's Swiss in the neutral zone with it. He's got Dirksmeyer following him in. Swiss still with it. Turns around, centering pass, intercepted by the Falcons. Little attack through the neutral zone. Chip it in. Back behind, DeRosa sends it over to Galt. Galt quick to get it to the wall to Swiss. Swiss centers it, gives it back to the Falcons. Falcons send it back into the Bobcats. D DeRosa with it. He sends it over to Galt here on the near side. Galt will send it wide. Bellabona dumps it in for a change. Bobcats go for the change, and here come the Falcons. To gain the zone, get a shot, goes wide of the net, off the back of the net. Oh, we'll send it off the wall. Linen's here on the near wall. Falcons come away with it. Shot goes to the far corner and will clear the zone. Falcons will have to regroup, and that is the end of the second. Tied 3-3. We'll see you after intermission.
Like 14 minutes of the second to get to that center. What is your block both out? Here we go. So it's full.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah. go right down there. We'll be back in a moment here on the MC5 Sports Podcast today. Excluding the camera.
right, back to the third period. Tie game. 3-3. Bobcats with the face-off win into the neutral zone. They'll chip it forward. Lebec carries it into the zone. And Falcons will clear the zone. Bobcats pick it up. Rosa to Galt. Will flip it into the zone. Lyons here on the near side sends it to the opposite corner. And Falcons clear it out. Galt will chip it right back in. Rosa down the wall. He's got it. Centers it to Lebec. Not quite able to connect on it. Good opportunity. And here comes Rosa back into the zone with it. Into Watt with a shot. Good save. Another save. That's going to be a goal for the Bobcats. Dirty goal gets the Bobcats the lead here early in the third. I believe that's DeRosa. Any number of folks wobbling around with it. Well, Bobcats with the lead here in the third. It's been the story most of this game. Question will be, can they hold the lead? Falcons will get that puck into the neutral zone. Bobcats will send it right back in, and that'll be icing. Faced off by Dirksmeyer. Sent into the neutral zone. Bellavona comes away with the puck. Sends it out front. Good opportunity. Falcons coming the other way. High in the slot. Good back check. Bobcats will clear it. And there's an icing.
Off the ice, hey,
Hey, stop up here. Look, you have to talk out there. Your name is coach right here. Exactly. I love it.
Puck along the far wall. Falcons will rim it around over to the near side. And tipped out of play. Bobcats will gather that puck into the neutral zone. Winans going to give it to Lebec. Turns it over to the Falcons. Falcons with a shot by the net. Over to the corner. DeRosa sends it to the near corner. Falcons there first. And Walsh will feather it up to Lebec. Gets it past the defender. He's into the zone. Linen's on the far wall with it. Sends it over to Lebec. Falcons gather it up, get into the neutral zone. Falcons will give it right back to the Bobcats. And it'll be an icing.
extent of the
Bobcats with it into the neutral zone. Here comes Swiss wide, looking to get Pellavona coming down the slot. Falcons defend it well and transition right back. Got deflected by March. Another shot by Falcons high above the pipe. Great opportunity there, though. Coming through the circle is going to be a shot saved by Klein. Here comes March. March centers it across. Shot clock save.
I mean, everybody knows
Okay, so Juan back out to the flank for the Bobcats. Over to DeRosa. DeRosa with a shot. Goes back behind the net. Winans with it on the far wall. Centers it over. Reddened around by the Falcons. Kept in by DeRosa. Sent to the far side. Bobcats will pick it up, though, and get right back. Transition on offense. That's Galt with it into the zone with a shot deflected to the back wall. Falcons chip it up the wall. Tipped off Winans. It's back behind the net. Hunting up the wall. Galt comes down the wall. The better of the body contact. Up off the back glass. Here comes Levesque into the zone. Trying to center it. Falcons can send it out to the point. Mark keeps it in with a shot. And gets tipped off. Levesque out front. Up the netting.
step this step side.
Face off won by the Falcons. Good pinch by Swiss. Right back on the attack as Dirksmeyer shot. Good save. Falcons coming through the neutral zone. Try to send it in. Swiss blocked it. Clears the zone briefly. Falcons still with the puck. Falcons turn it over back to the Bobcats. The wall, Swiss deflects it. Bobcats turn it back over to the Falcons. Falcons launch with the zone. Shot deflected wider than that. Falcons right in the slot off the pipe. Great scoring opportunity from the Bobcats. And the Falcons will give it back to the Bobcats as they regroup here. And over to Wheeler on the near side. Wheeler. It's Levesque coming through, and that'll be icing. .8:53 left here in the third. Bobcats 4, Bo Falcons 3. Face off won by the Falcons. Shot and deflected off the defender for a goal. Five gets the shot off. Tipped off a Bo teammate for the tying goal here in the third. We're tied 4-4.
No, they learn how to hurt. They learn how to share in the sandbox.
Yeah, exactly. Third period.
See another center race face off here.
Buckhead.
Falcons into the zone. A wide centering. Interrupted by the Bobcats. Here comes Wall. She'll take the puck wide into the zone. Rolling back around. Get pitched off the puck. Winans with it. Sends it out to the point. Stepped off by Levesque's shot. And that's going to be a save. 8:18 left in the third. Good save by O'Leary. Hard shot from the point. Levesque wins the face-off back to DeRosa. Over to Galt. Galt with a bouncing puck gets deflected wide. But battling in the corner. Falcons will send it off the glass. Galt gets a stick on it. Cuts back. Sends it up the wall. Feeds Levesque into the zone. Centering pass. Falcons there to receive it. Bounce it off the wall. Galt will take a shot from the neutral zone. Good save by O'Leary. But the Falcons will gain possession of the puck briefly. Levesque into the corner. Feeds the wall to Winans. Winans gives it back to the Falcons. Falcons will gain mid-ice and dump it in. Rim it around to the near side. Rosa gets it off the wall, and Winans gets it into the zone. Dirksmeyer intercepts the pass. You're looking for a goal there on the weak side. Just ran out of real estate and too much traffic, I should say. Bobcats centering right in the slot, and Bobcats unable to get a stick on the puck. Puck taken off. So this is the stick. Falcons will send it off the glass for an icing. Dirksmeyer will take the face off, wins it back to Swiss. Swiss with a great shot, save. Puck was still loose, and the Falcons will take that away, centering it. Falcons into the zone, shot deflects off March. Great block. Puck here in the corner. Falcons come away with it. Out to the point. Back down to the hash, but intercepted by Swiss. Swiss comes through the zone, feeds Dirksmeyer as he enters. Centering pass, and then no goal! Great save by O'Leary, weak side shot, and it did not get in the net. Here comes the Falcons on the attack into the neutral zone. Gain the zone. Coming down the slot. Bobcats collapse on it. Here comes Swiss into the neutral, into the offensive zone, and taking off the puck, and there is a penalty for a slash. It's going to be on Bo for a slashing penalty. We'll get a call for a number 9 for Bo on the slash. Face off won by the Bobcats. Shot, save. Winans back to gather that puck. Feeds Galt. Galt into the zone. Cuts back. taken off the puck. Winans able to keep that in, centers it. Dirksmeyer in the slot. Shot and save. That puck will go out to the wall. Winans with it. Bounces it off the wall to Galt. Galt will step into the hash marks. Shot right in front of the net, and that's out of play.
Oh, let it stop. Watch little boy. I know, right?
But back on the faceoff, he wins it back. There's nobody there. Here comes Bo. A short-handed attack. Centering pass for a shot. Good save by Klein. And Leveque will come the other way with it. Takes it into the zone wide, leaves it behind. Here comes Bo. Loses it in his skates. Puck loose in the neutral zone. March over to the far wall. And Bo will send that to the opposite corner. Klein pushes it aside. Foul will hit March. March heads up ice. 25 seconds left on the penalty kill for Bo. March bounces it off the glass. Comes back to... Oh no, here comes Bo on the breakaway. March hustling back. Gets there. That's going to be a penalty on March. And I think they're calling a penalty shot. We will see. That's going to be a penalty shot for Bo. There's a hook on number 9 for the Bobcats. Bo's going to go for the shot. See who's going for it. Number 8 for Bo. Looks like he's going to take the penalty shot. Klein moves out of the net. And they miss high. Great job by Klein. And there's about 8 seconds left on the power play for the Bobcats. Tie game, 4-4. 3:51 left in the game. Face-off won by the Bobcats. Dirksmeyer won that back. Galt with the puck. And even strength. Here comes Wheeler into the zone. God, goes wide, deflected wide. There's another shot. Bounces over Wheeler's stick. Here comes Bo into the zone. Bobcats are able to clear the zone, but it ends right back on the Falcon stick. And Falcons will ice the puck. Goalie's having an issue with his gear. So Larry for Bo is under an issue with his pads. Looks like the attachment to his skate.
I'm going like, I don't know.
Leo 8 left in the period in the game, tied 4-4. And this pad's back on. Looks like he's good to go. Lebeck will take the face off, wins it back, comes out to the wall. March will chip it down the wall. Falcons get into the neutral zone, but Lebeck is able to send it back in. Walsh on the far side. Lebeck centering pass. Doesn't find anyone in the slot. Here comes Bo the other way. And Bo blows an edge. Slides out to the wall and puck back to him. Bounce off his skates. Winans will pick it up into the neutral zone. Winans will feather that in. Comes over to the near wall. Winans gets his own puck off the wall. Gives it up along the wall here. Falcons feed it up. Block shot. Bobcats transition on offense. Offline and sticks. There'll be no icing, but Falcons gather it up into the neutral zone. And give it back to the Bobcats. Bobcats puck played as Bobcats got into the zone off a skate, but Falcons were the next ones to play it. Swiss with the puck, looking to center it, and covered up by O'Leary.
Minute 37, it's Quattro.
Minute 37 left to play here in the third period. Tie game, 4-4.
You're doing a good job, I know you get into it sometimes. It happens. We all get into it. It's our
Sorry.
Oh man, you're sitting doing
Churchmeyer wins the puck back. There's a shot and a great save by O'Leary. Off the face-off. Puck still loose. Comes over to the near wall. Falcons will pick it up, chip it off the wall, and send it down for an icing. I'm back for a near side face-off. Great game here tonight at the Whittemore Center. Bo Falcons, G1. The Oyster River Bobcats, D2, off the side of the pipe. Puck is loose. Dirksmeyer sends it out front. That's going to come out to the point. Bellabona with a shot, deflected. Doesn't make its way, and Falcons are going to send that down for an icing. Minute 7 on the clock. Lebeck for the face-off. Walsh and Swiss. Falcons win the face-off. They'll come out of the zone. Back behind the net. Will curl back. Shot. Klein saves the initial one. Comes out to the point. Shot. Bounced high. Puck's going to come out on the near side. Walsh on the point. And Bo will send it back down into the corner. Back out to the point. Bo pulls it off the wall. Shot to the slot. Here come the Bobcats. Twist with it. Down the slot. Backhand. Levesque was coming down. Sends it out to the point. And the Bobcats can't keep it in. There comes Bo. Curling back around. And pinning on the wall is DeRosa. Falcons will come away with it with a shot. Save. And that's going to be the end of the period, tied. We are tied after 3, 4-4. It'll be 3 minutes. And we'll go overtime. I'm going to assume it's going to be a 5-minute overtime. Could be more. Going to be less. We'll see after 2:30. Be back in a minute. All right, we're back for overtime. 8 minutes on the clock. There we go. Falcons with the puck here. As the puck was tied up. 5-on-5 here. Right down the middle. Shot by 17. Saved by Klein. Up off DeRosa's stick. He's still got it. He's going to feed the near side. Comes up to Winans in the neutral zone. Sends it across. We'll get bounced in. Sent out to the wall. Winans applying pressure, supported by Levesque. And Bobcats will get into zone. Winans will shovel it in. Turn it over to the Falcons here. Ooh, Falcons with a stretch pass. Oyster into the neutral zone. He'll dump it in. Moves it around to the near side. Falcons there to pick it up. Doubled over Almana, who's coming into the zone. Falcons will send it around behind the net. Abbott with it on the far wall. Sends it up to Balbona. Balbona will step into the zone. Gets taken down. There'll be a shot. Balbona tried to get past the defender. Taken off the puck. Good save by O'Leary. Face off by Swiss here. Back out to the point. Abbott with a shot. Deflected wide. Falcons forfeit the puck there. Get it back down below the goal. Falcons successfully out of the zone, gain mid-ice and dump it in. And the puck gets sent down below the goal. Abbott with it. Falcons will feather it back below the line. Comes back over to March. March to Swiss. Swiss centering it. Turns it over to the Falcons. Falcons will send it in. That should be for an icing. That'll come all the way back. Goal for 5:42 on the clock in overtime. Walsh able to get that puck into the slot. But the Falcons will gain possession. Looking to get out of their zone. They'll send it up the wall. And they'll get into the neutral zone. And it's going to be a shot. Good save by Klein. Falcons win the face-off out to the wall. Step into the circle. Shot. And off the pipe. Down. But does not go in. Great shot. Hits the bottom of the bar, but does not go in. Falcons will curl back into the zone with it. Winans giving chase. Here on the near wall. Falcons chip it into the zone. Rosa back behind the net. Gives it to Galt. Galt to Winans. Winans turns it over to the Falcons. Puck sent back in. Rosa now with the puck behind the net. Leaves it for Galt. Galt will take it to the other side. Beats the far wall. And again, the Bobcats will turn it over to the Falcons in the neutral zone. Falcons give it right back as Winans steps into the zone. Shot. Save. And here come the Falcons the other way. Shot. Save. Great scoring opportunity on both teams. Both goalies. Significant saves. Face-off won by the Bobcats. They'll clear the zone, but it's going to go too far, and it's an icing. Alabono is back to try to win the foot race. Dirksmeyer had won that back to Swiss. Sent it off the glass. Face off one again, but Falcons ready to intercept that this time. Bobcats will chip it out into the zone. Signaled for an icing, and they'll call it. .351 on the clock. Bobcats looking to stretch that ice out. Bobcats make some changes here. Face off one forward. Falcons with it down low. Shot saved.
That's like walking into your kitchen.
Puck is loose, still on the dot. Falcons with it. Send it out to the point. Shot. Good glove save. Off the glass. Falcons still have it in the neutral zone. Keep turning it over to each other. Bobcats with it. That's coming down. Shot. Goalie pushes it wide. It should be an icing now for the Falcons. Bobcats will get an offensive zone face-off here. Dirksmeyer with the face-off into the slot. The Falcons have come away with it. Get into the zone. Shot goes wide of the net. Swiss centers it. Falcons get it back into the zone. Galt with it. Sends it over to Swiss, but the Falcons center it. Puck is loose. Bouncing around, and good save by Klein. Back and forth this entire overtime. Face off one back. Bobcats trying to get it cleared. Goes back out to the point. Falcons with it. Picking up on the far wall. Comes out to the point. Down to the hash. There's going to be a shot. Save. Bobcats make a couple changes here. And it looks like there'll be a timeout. 2:28 left on the clock. Certainly the shots on goal are tilted in the Bobcats' favor, but the Falcons have closed that gap significantly here in the second half of this game.
I'm not sure what they're going to call here, but both sides. There has been a lot of changes.
Teams back out on the ice. Back for the face-off. Falcons with it. Puck back behind the net. Off the wall. Bobcats able to clear the zone with it. Not with any control. Falcons with it. Falcons enter the zone. Shot. Back behind the net. Swiss with it off the glass. Foot race for it. And waved off. Lebec gets there. But the Falcons come back with control through the neutral zone. Shot over the pipe. Crossbar. And Bobcats get out of the zone. Another shot. And the Falcons. And Galt taken down. No arm signaling anything. That's a long pass. That's going to be an offside. Puck was just behind Levesque as he crossed the blue line into the zone. Levesque for the face-off here. Wins it back to the wall. Off the glass. There's a foot race. Levesque for it. It's got Swiss coming down the middle. Shot! And off the post. Walsh on the far side keeps it low. Levesque on the coming down the wall. It's going to come out to the point. That's going to get sent down for an icing. Come all the way back in. Couple ticks over 1 minute left. Tie game, 4-4. Overtime. Dirksmeyer wins the faceoff out to the point. Shot blocked. The foot race for it. Melbourne coming back. Bo blows an edge again, but they're able to keep the puck in until the Bobcats in 2-on-1. Pass centering gets deflected by Bo. Bo into the neutral zone. DeRosa will send it back, gives it back to the Falcons. 35 seconds left in overtime off the glass. That's going to come all the way down for icing. Just about 27 seconds left here in overtime. Both teams go both ways. Good defense by both teams. Has advantage opportunities both directions. Face off here for Bo.
I've been playing it going like this Richard.
Back from timeout. 27 seconds on the clock. Face off won by Bo. They've got numbers into the zone. Shot tipped into the netting. 18 seconds on the clock. Get another face off here. Levesque on the face off. Falcons win the face off. Here come the Bobcats. They've got numbers. And can't get a pass out front. Swiss rips it through the crease. And that'll be the game. Tied 4-4. Great game by both teams, and certainly both goalies at the end of the game. Great game by both teams. Ends 4-4 after an overtime period. Have a great night. See you at the next one.
Even if you're the third man on the mic, I can figure something out. We can bring something together. That's why.